Hey everybody, it's your Crafty Crocheter back for another video. I know I'm late. I'm like a week late, I think. Because I remember the last time I said I was going to do this every week. Well, my computer's been acting up. Talked to my boyfriend about it. He pretty much said that, it might be my computer. So at Christmas time, I might have to get a new computer. So, we will see. So, I have a lot to show you, but not really a lot to show you, if that makes any sense. So, I am just going to, and yes, my kid is in here with me. He's on the floor. He is trying to con me into giving him more crunchers, and he already ate. So there should be no reason for him to have more crunchers. Are you gonna get up here with me? Huh? Well, then get up here. Well, then get up here. Okay, so like I said, I have a lot to show you. Everything is, I cleaned my room, and I just have stuff thrown everywhere. So, this episode is going to be a little crazy because I have things everywhere. I have things in bags, and I have bags and bags, and it's just okay. So, we're going to start with what I kind of have here in front of me, which I made this black hat. I don't know why. I think it's going to be for the homeless shelter. It does have these weird red spots, like where looks like it was bleached. Can you see those? It was in yarn, so I have no idea. So I made that black hat. I'm having a lot of pain in my elbow. I made this cuddler. It does have blue eyes. And I made it have a blue mouth, and it does have a pocket. I'll put a pen in the pocket to show you. This is my own design. I am just making them for kids, like at my local church, or at the hospital or whatever. So I made that one. He's eating his crunchers finally. And then I made a smaller one. And he has purple eyes. And he also has a little pocket. Put my pen in there to show you again. So there's that one. I have other finished projects, but like I said, I don't know where they're at. Oh, and I have this one, and it rattles. You can hear that. So this is a Timothy the T-Rex. He does sit on his own. Had a little bit of a problem with his eyeballs. One of them was all the way, they weren't in the right spot. And I tried to take the one that was furthest back out and move it forward. Well, then I lost a washer inside his head. And I tried to stick another washer on the back of another eye and stick it through that way, but that wouldn't work either. So I was like, you know what? I have a lot of black yarn. I'm just going to use black yarn and sew the eyes on. And this is going to a little kid, my cousin. He is in Florida, and it rattles and makes noise, so I hope he likes it. I have to make his sister something. She's just teeny tiny yet. She was just born here a couple months ago. I think in like March or April or something. So she's still pretty tiny. And I have something that it's kind of like a DIY rattle thing. instead of buying my rattles, so there's my Timothy the T-Rex, just regular mainstays, black and Red Heart Super Saver in the Aspen print, I think. But he turned out pretty cute. So before I get started, I do want to show you my DIY things. So a couple weeks ago, I asked on Facebook about rattles, like different things that I could put in my stuffed animals to make them make noise. And somebody said about getting the rattles actually from Amazon. And I looked, and they were, I mean, I wanted something a little cheaper that I didn't have to wait for. So I was in Walmart the other day, and Joann's has one similar to this, but you only get 9 of them for $13. And I'm like, that is ridiculous. So I'm in Walmart, and if you can hear it, and I see these. Well, I was talking to one of the ladies that worked there, and she crochets or knits or does cross stitch or something. So she works in the craft section, like the kids' toy or the kids' crafts and the yarn aisle and the fabric section and stuff. And we got talking, and I was telling her what I wanted and stuff and what I was looking for. Well, she showed me these bead storage containers, and they rattle. So they had ones for, you get 24 in a pack for $8 and something. And then I bought, oh, sorry about the glare. And then I bought 2 packs of the glass beads, the size 6s, or the size 6 or whatever. And I got white and I got black. And as you can see, they make noise. So I got, like I said, I got 24 of them. And you can use hot glue to glue them together. But I just used Fabri-Tac. I love this stuff. It washes. It's acid free and it's washable. So I just got it. Here, lose that. So I got a thing of that, and I got this. And this whole thing is pretty good. I just keep them all in there, and that's my rattles. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on getting rattles. You can make them yourselves. I don't think I really have anything else finished, but who knows, I might find something when I dig through. Oh, I have this finished. So this was supposed to be a wrap, but I ran out of yarn. So it is now, it's upside down. It is just the V-stitch, and it is just a little girl's lap gown, or it could be for a baby doll blanket or something. I figured, I have to sneeze. I figured somebody will like it. Excuse me. So that's finished. Like I said, I have everything in bags over here. Another thing that I am bringing back that I said I would never make again was the other night I was on Facebook, and Facebook is a dangerous place to be on in the middle of the night. Especially when you're in a bunch of crochet groups and you start seeing stuff that you want to make, that you want to get started on right away. And somebody, I forget who it was, in one of my groups asked what she could make for homeless shelters. And I heard this year we're supposed to have a really, really bad winter. Don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that we're supposed to have a really, really bad winter. And since I donate to the homeless shelter, I'm like, so we're supposed to have a bad winter, you know? And people's hands get cold in the winter. And I was like, my God, I want to make mittens. And you know, I think I've said on this podcast before, on this channel, that I hate making mittens. Well, guess what? I decided to work on mittens. So I have like I have a couple half finished objects. So I made 2 mittens out of Hello Gorgeous, and I use a 3.75 millimeter hook, and the color I used is Atlantis. And I still have quite a bit, so I'll be able to get a couple more pairs of mittens out of that. So I made 2 of them, and I'm using turquoise on this pair. And as you can see, I have the thumb done on this one. Excuse me. And I am going to try to do a different cuff on mine than I usually do. I usually do the front post, back post, double crochet. But this time, I think I'm going to try to do the where you add your yarn and then you chain up and then you single crochet or half double crochet back down, slip stitch into the next one, slip stitch, and then do it again, just go back and forth. If I remember, I'll try to find, I used it for a couple hats, and I like the finished look. It's a lot tighter, it's a lot nicer, it's not so bulky as the front post, back post. So I'm going to try that on my mittens and see if I like that better than the front post, back post. And of course, I have another pair of mittens in progress. As you can see, this one is like doing patchwork and this one spiraled. So, and I have this much yarn left over. So I'm thinking I'll be able to get 2 more, or basically 2.5 more mittens out of that. So I have that going on. I have the body parts of a pig finished from Zumigurumi 6. It's the pig in that book. I have all the body parts finished. I have the body parts for 2 whales in the Whimsical Stitches book. I'm doing them in Pretty in Pink and Minty. And this one is Pastel Pink or Soft Pink and Mainstays. Oh my God, I have so much stuff started. I am making another lapgan, and okay. So I was on Facebook again late at night. I was at my mom's. Or no, I was down here the first one I started. And I saw this pattern on one of the groups that I'm in. And I loved it immediately. It was a ripple stitch, and I usually don't do ripple stitches, but this one was so, it looks so easy that I was like, you know what, I'm going to figure out what pattern that is, and I'm going to do it. So it turns out that it's the mini ripple stitch, and this is a blanket that I have started. Basically, I am just going until I run out of a skein or a cake or whatever. I roll all of mine into cakes mostly. So this is basically just I just make a rows until I run out. So this is how big it is now. So it's curling a little bit because I have tighter tension on the ends. But this is so easy. It's one of the easiest patterns I think I've ever done. So, so I have that one started. And I liked it so much that I started a second one. I have 2 Karen big cakes. So I have this one and then I have another one. So I started another mini ripple blanket in that. And I'm using a 6.5mm hook for these 2 blankets. A 3.75 for everything else that I've showed you so far. Except the shawl in a ball blankie, whatever. I used a 6mm for it. And then the hat I used a 5mm for. And the cuddlers that I made, I used a 5mm hook for those. And Timothy the T-Rex, I used a 3.75. I have a bug bite behind my knee, and it is so freaking itchy. So, now let's get on to, this is such a mess, but, I have like nothing in, I have like a couple things not in bags because I couldn't find bags big enough to fit them, so there's like yarn everywhere. So I started a hat, and I'm using black mainstays, and I'm using Red Heart Super Saver stripes and retro stripes. So I'm using a 5 for that. I am making a scarf, and I am using this very, very sad looking mandala cake. It's the sparkle one of the sparkle ones, and it is Hercules, and it's just a regular V-stitch scarf because that's like my favorite stitch, apparently. And I'm up here into the pretty blue, so I'm using a 6.5mm for that also. 6.5 seems to be, if I want it open and airy, that's usually what I go for. If I want a tighter stitch, then I'll go down maybe like a hook size or 2. I have previously 3 baby blankets that I am working on, I think. Maybe. So, this, I was using Pegasus for, one of the baby blankets, which was the Lotus Flower baby blanket. And I just wasn't in love with that one. So I ripped it out and started a virus blanket, but I'm not liking this either because it's curling so much. It is wrinkly. When I lay it flat, that's when it flattens out, but I'm just not liking this either, so I'm going to rip that out too. And eventually I will find a yarn, or I will find a pattern for the Pegasus colorway. This is the 3rd one that I have tried so far, and I'm not happy. I am working, this is the Which Way Filet baby blanket. I am using Liger, which is mandala, and I am this far. I have 2 cakes of this, so, and I am using a 5.5, I think. And of course, I ain't got nothing on this. But I'm using a 5.5, and this is what I have left of the first cake. But the baby blankets, I'm just working on them because, as far as I know, there is no baby that is in need of one right now. The only baby that, sorry, it's getting warm in here again. The only baby that I have in my family lives in Florida, and my aunt and my uncle are going to be going back pretty soon. So I kind of want to get the stuffed animals done, and maybe I'll find a blanket or something that I can give to them to take down to the little one. I also have a Timothy the T-Rex body parts and face started in my favorite colorway of Red Heart right now. It is berry pulling, and I'm not a pink and purple person, but I really, really love this. And I have bought 4 skeins of it so far because I love it that much. So those are all the body parts for that one. I am also in the process of making a bunny 2-legged or 2-legged rattle, and I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in the color Mirage. I just go through spurts. I don't know. Does anybody else do that? Like, for a while you'll be working on blankets, then that's all you want to work on. Then you're working on amigurumi if you do that, and then that's all you want to work on. And then you want to work on shawls, and I just go back and forth. Like right now, all I want to work on is mittens, which is weird because I know I said on, like I said before, I know I said on this podcast that I hate working on mittens, but now that's what I want to work on. And one of you said that it's because I know I need them for this winter. If it's going to be bad, I don't want people going to the hospital because they have frostbite and stuff and losing digits and things. So I'm gonna bite the bullet and freaking make mittens. And this is my other baby blanket that I'm working on. It's in Dream Road. And this is all I have left of this cake. I still have a partial cake and another full cake. And this is, am I showing you the right side? Yes. This is the Whitby baby blanket. I'm using a 6mm for this. So that is on the go. And like I said, there's nobody that I know right now or that my gram knows that is having a baby right this minute. So my baby blankets are kind of like, just like whenever I want to work on something babyish, I can just work on those. And do I not have that bag in here? I do not. I had one more whip, but sadly it is not in this bag. It is another Timothy the T-Rex dinosaur because I got into the mood to make them. And now I have 2 of them on the go. Which the 2 are, the other one is mint and chocolate, or coffee. Is it coffee? It's, yeah, okay, it's coffee and spring green are the colors that are my other T-Rex. Timothy the T-Rex. So yeah. I'm not done yet. Not even by a little bit. Not even by a little bit. Close this up. Okay, one of my other whips is this. This is the Drunken Granny blanket by Krista over at the Secret Yarnery. And I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing with the one of the other blankets is I'm just grabbing a ball or a cake of yarn, using it up. Any blanket can be a stash buster blanket. Like, you know, I do a lot of stash busting blankets because I have a lot of stash. And a lot of my skeins are basically one skein projects. Or I have one skein of one color. Like, just like how last week or the week before, I did a video of my yarn haul. What did I buy? I bought one skein of all the Red Heart colors that I did not have. Just because I do a lot of amigurumis, I do hats, I do scarves, and now I'm making gloves again. So that's what basically a lot of my, that's basically what my yarn is one skein wonders is basically it. Because when I buy yarn, I don't have a specific project in mind. I just buy it because I want it, and I like the color of it. So, I have one more. I think I have one more. And it's this scarf. It is one of the cupcake yarns. It's by Big Twist. And of course, it's in the V-stitch again. Oh, I have a finished object. I have another one. I told you this was going to be all over the place. This is the mini ripple blanket, and it's a Lapghan size. So I used five cakes of yarn and just did rows until I ran out of yarn. So that, and I use a 6.5 millimeter hook for it, and I like it nice and airy. I don't like my blankets to be tight. And okay, I have a sad announcement. So in my last video, I was working on the 6-day kid blanket. Love the pattern. Did not like my tension on the blanket that I was making. Not at all. So I did 3 full color repeats. And this wasn't going to be another stash busting project. But I did not like my tension on this. This thing is so stinking stiff. I'm not washing it. I'm not drying it. This is a freaking pet mat now. Because it is so stiff. It's so scratchy. It is going to go to a pet. It is going to be sturdy and, you know, all of that for a pet. For a blanket, no. It's not for a blanket. So that's how much I did. I just did 3 full repeats, and I was just tired of working on it because it was so stiff. Yes, I am going to do this pattern again. Yes, I am going to use a different hook. But this is just going to go to a pet because I'm not giving that to somebody. No way. I got a mess in my bag, too. I gotta figure out what I'm taking to my mom's tomorrow. But before we get into that, I went yarn shopping the other day at Walmart. See, I got another one of these. I told you I love this colorway. This is my 4th one that I bought because I love it so much. It's the berry pulling one from Red Heart Super Saver. Love this color. If you have this at your Walmart, you get it because and so I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I went to Walmart and I noticed that down by the cotton yarn, they had some very, very, very soft yarn. And it was the Overjoyed yarn. It says it's a number 6. I would not call that a number 6. I would call it more of a bulky, maybe. Not a number 6. Or a chunky, I guess, is a number 5. So I got some of these. It's called Overjoyed yarn, and yes, I'm rocking again, I'm sorry. 4.23 ounces, 120 grams, 157 yards, and 144 meters. These were only $2.98 at my local Walmart, so I got a couple colors. 100% acrylic, and guess what color this is? Green. So original, let me tell you. So yes. So I got green, red, blue, teal. I think this is teal. Oh, sorry, turquoise. I got fuchsia, and I got purple. So I got those 6. And then I told you about this. And then yesterday, or the 15th, was my kid's birthday. He turned 15. Yes, my kid is old. How old, you say? I am actually going to calculate this. So, My cat was 15 yesterday, so where in the heck is the time button? That's it. Times 7. He is 105 years old now. Holy crap. He's older than everybody in my family. So, I wanted to get him something like really, really special for his 15th birthday. Now, you know my other cat that I had, Old Man, which he showed up in a lot of my videos. He is no longer with us. He died at the age of 18. So I'm hoping that my kid still has a good 3 or 4 years left. So, like I said, I wanted to get him something special. So I was in the kitty treat aisle because I always get him kitty treats for his birthday. And since he is, getting up there in age, he's having a hard time eating his hard crunchers and his hard treats. So I wanted to get him, soft ones, but he won't eat the soft treats. And I gave him smooth food, the canned food, for like 3 or 4 days before his birthday, including his birthday, and he stopped eating it. Like on the 15th on his birthday. He wouldn't eat his smooth food at all. So I dumped it out and gave him his crunchers back, and he is happy. So, like I said, I was in the kitty treat aisle, and I wanted to get him something special. So I came across these. They're called lickable treats. 94 cents. These things are only 94 cents. And he actually likes them, which I was really shocked because he usually doesn't like that type of stuff. So he actually really, really likes them. And like I said, I was shocked because he doesn't usually like that kind of stuff. So I got him 3 of them, and of course I gave him one as soon as I got home on Friday. But I'm going to give him another one of these tonight and get him some more tomorrow or this week when I go to Walmart. So he ain't in here with me right now, but I'm going to give him one of these tonight. I think I'm going to give him I got him with tuna and veggies, so here's this one. And I got him with chicken and tuna of that one. He loves tuna, so I figured I'd spoil him a little bit, But, wow, that was a long video, wasn't it? So, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. I might do a crochet with me tonight. I am staying up all night tonight. I already cleaned my room, and I just need a day that I just want to stay up. So, I keep saying and I apologize. So, I'm going to let you guys go. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions for me regarding what I talk about, the best way to get a hold of me is through my email. And if you want a good mitten pattern, if you would love to make mittens, I got my first pattern from Grandma, Made with Love by Grandma. I don't know, I don't follow her anymore. I don't know if she is doing videos anymore or not. But if I can, I will link her in the description. I will link her in the description below. Like I said, if you have any questions regarding what I talk about tonight in my videos or anything like that, the best place to get a hold of me is at my email account for this channel, which is acrafticrochet1991@gmail.com. I will leave it in the description box below so that you can just send me an email send me an email right to there. I do have a Facebook group. It is a Crafty Crocheter podcast. You can come over there and join and share your projects. You can ask questions, get suggestions. It's a lovely group. I think the last time I looked, I had 258 members, And the last time I looked on here, I had 685 subscribers. So thank you everybody who has subscribed. My cat usually will make an appearance. My kid, he is usually in here until I do the video, but he must be mad at me now because I wouldn't give him any more crunchers. So, like I said, have a great week. It is Wednesday finally. It is 12:47 a.m. It is the 17th of July already. Like, holy crap. Oh, and the 15th was my pap's birthday also. My kid and my pap share the same birthday. So, we made him a cake, and we, don't know if we're gonna take him out for his birthday or not. Nobody has said anything about it. So, yeah. By the way, there is an update on my pap's knee. As some of you may know, he did fall back in, what was it, June? Yeah, I think it was, no, it wasn't June. It was probably May. It was sometime in May. He fell and fractured his kneecap, tore his ACL, and fractured his femur, which I guess is the long bone in your leg. He is doing much better. He's able to walk on it. He shouldn't be walking on it. The doctor still wants him to use his crutches, but my pap is not using his crutches. He's walking on it. The doctor was not too happy when my pap told him that he wasn't using his crutches. So yeah. Another thing that I wanted to show you is I don't know about you guys, but I always lose my scissors when I'm working on projects and stuff. So I got a couple of these. So, you know those like retractable card reader holder things? Well, I got some of them. And I'm always losing my needle, my sewing needle. So what I did was I bought some of the retractable card holders, and then I went and got me some heavy duty magnets. And when I'm crocheting and I have a lot of ends to weave in, I glued a big heavy duty magnet to the little card holder thing, and then I just have my needle stuck to the magnet, and then I hang my scissors on this, and then I just kind of hook it to my shirt, and then everything is right there. And then when you need to cut, you just extract, cut, let them go. Don't let them go too quickly, or you're gonna snap yourself in the face. I've done that once. It's not fun. So, yeah. And I lost the one I had at my mom's. I have two down here. But I went to the dollar store. You get 3 in a pack for $1. But they're really, really nice if you lose your scissors all the time like I do. So I got a pack of those. So I'm going to let you guys go. I know I said that about 5 minutes ago. But I'm really going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great week, the rest of your week. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.